What's up guys, I'm back with another vlog, and as you can see today I'm really excited because I'm riding the 2022 KTM RC200. For sure we don't have the 390 unfortunately for now, but yes, within couple of months we will be having the 390 as well, and for sure I would definitely take a test ride of that small beast. But this is a little bit faster than the old model. Now reason being of lot of changes, as you might have seen my previous vlog. And by the way, it's a shout out for all the subscribers who have joined me and started a new relationship. I'm thankful to you all guys. Keep subscribing, love you all guys. So moving on, now hopping on this bike, and with the rider position, I have two things to say. Pretty awesome guys, pretty awesome. Why? I'll tell you. Just let me hit the highway. Just few odd meters and then we'll be on the highway. We'll take a left from here. Okay, that's a big turn. The lady over here who's riding is taking a big turn. Okay, it's okay, not a problem. So there's the highway. Okay, the punch is there. The reason why this bike is so awesome, the clip-on handlebars, man, they placed it on the suspension, not on the triple clamp, and that is fantastic, man. And it is adjustable. Now the height has increased than the previous one. Now because of that, I'm having a good stable kind of feeling when I'm riding right now, and that too on a highway. I'm not having that back problem that I used to get on the older generation. But honestly, this position is so relaxed and fantastic. Now one of the sweet spot is this, the TFT display, the big size TFT display. Lot of customers, a lot of riders, everyone across the world, we have been asking KTM, guys, please come up with the big TFT display that you have given it on the 390, and now that you also have the Adventure as well, why don't we have that on the RC? And finally they have changed it. Now with the lovely bubble visor that we have over here, it makes it so smooth, man. The big bubble visor helps you to go tuck in and go full aerodynamic and really whack the throttle to its maximum potential, man. This is awesome, man. This feels really awesome. Now talking about the bike, yes, we had questions before the bike was launched when we saw that on the social media about this bike, that is it only the looks, the outer looks that they have changed, or is it really true what KTM is saying, that no, the bike is completely different? What you used to get on the older generation, the new one is completely different from top to bottom. And yes, it is. When it comes to the major changes, the chassis, the bolted chassis, the two separate chassis that they have introduced, that makes it more comfortable, stable. When you're leaning the bike, the chassis plays its important role. Now that also goes hand to hand with the suspension. They upgraded the suspension to the Apex WP suspension. Now I feel when I'm going through the potholes, I could feel nothing as compared to the older one. We used to have issues on the pumps because of the handlebar. Now I know a lot of people have complaints when it comes to the headlight of this bike. but I know for sure after some time people will digest this and will get adapted to this kind of headlight, and they will really love it. Now obviously they have made a lot of changes from the projector headlights to the LEDs, and the design of it's completely taken from the MotoGP RC16. Now not only that, also the whole shape and size of the bike is derived from that. It's a race derived chassis. It has a race derived chassis, the design, and it is a powerhouse. Never forget that it's as a powerhouse. Now for sure we won't be able to get that maximum output, reason being, as you can see on the tachometer over here, the TFT display, the speed is showing 0. The reason being, they have not unlocked this for now. And the ABS also, I was informed that the ABS is also can't be changed because it is locked. But nevertheless, I'm feeling really comfortable. Now honestly, this is the first KTM bike I have ever used or got a chance to ride that the gear shifting on this bike from neutral to the 6th gear is damn soft, man. Damn soft. It's like a butter, man. It's so soft you don't even feel like you're changing gears, man. And when it comes to the other bikes, it's completely different. It's hard on, maybe it's harder on first or second, or it's maybe on the third or fourth, but rest are smooth. But this is super soft, super duper soft, man. I am loving the shifting of this gear, and that is what every rider would love to have, a softer gear where they don't have to apply too much of pressure while shifting gears up or down. Alright, as you can see, the headlight design has changed. The bubble visor is big enough. They have the integrated indicators over here, and as well as the DRLs. Now the look and the design, how they have made this bike, is completely to the RC16 MotoGP bike. Now when it comes to the mirrors, this is the foldable mirrors. You can decide whatever type and whatever way you want to keep it when running through the tight corners on the track and through heavy traffic. You can definitely bend this to its maximum position, and so that you can squeeze through all gaps. Now moving along, as you can see over here, the fairing is completely redesigned as per the MotoGP designs. The MotoGP RC16, completely the shape and size. If you see the tank also, they have increased the tank capacity 13.7 from 9.5, and you look at the disc brake at the front, they have also changed the shape of it, reduced the weight from there. Also at the mag wheels as well, it has been redesigned completely. Now when it comes to the heating issues that we had, it has been minimized. KTM has thought about it for a very long time, because I don't know if you can see over there, the radiators are in a curve shape, no more flat shape how you used to be on the older model. Now the suspension is a WP Apex suspension. Now they have also redesigned the tail light also, and it looks much more sharper and cooler. So when it comes to the seats, it's the Alcantara material they have used, more softer padding to make the rider more comfortable for a longer distance. And you can see the bolted subframe, two different chassis bolted to one piece, and the suspension is also adjustable over here Probably, I'm not sure on the 200, but on the 390 you can definitely have that. Now this one, the pegs that I was talking about, the pegs have been completely redesigned, placed in a different manner for rider comfortability and the ergonomics. As you can see, the triple clamp is here, and the handlebars are placed on the suspension, so you can go up and down 10 mm depending on where you are riding, according to your comfort level. Now the battery unit used to be here, now they have placed it over here on top of the filter box. And the filter box over here, what we have is 40% larger than the older one, so more intake of air, gives you much more power, and reduce in weight up to 10 to 12 kilos, makes you go like a rocket. All these changes what they have got on the bike makes it really fantastic, and definitely you would love to own this bike. And the buttery smooth shifting makes it much more sweeter than any other bike. So let's move. Also wanted to let you know that when it comes to the RC200, you get a black and white TFT display with very much too much of information over here, but it is pretty good that the way have designed it. You have the time, the RPM, the fuel gauge, the heating temperature thing over here. On the right hand side you have on big blocks you have the gear shifting thing, on which gear you are on. Then you have the trip meter over here and the kilometer range, sorry, the total kilometers, the odometer, and the fuel range. Now on this you get only the ABS thing. Apart from that you don't get anything else, because this is a 200. They can't give you everything what you get on the 390 for sure. The 390 is completely different, with all the rider connectivity as well as the ABS, ride-by-wire wire feature, traction control, and to connect with your phone as well, with Bluetooth connectivity, listen to music, answer calls, all those things that you will get, and ABS as I mentioned already. So all these things are there, but this bike, please don't get demotivated buying this bike. This is also a fun loving bike with all those features that is available on the 390. What you don't get on this doesn't mean that this bike is not good. This bike is super and equally the best. I'm telling you with my own experience. After riding this bike, it makes me feel to buy this, and the softer gear makes me think, when can I buy it? Anything that you want to share or comment, please do let me know as well. Take care guys, love you all. See you in the next vlog. Bye for now.